What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today on this video we'll be doing this question paper that you see here. So this is a national certificate for mathematics N4, and this paper was written on the 29th 2024 July. So this was the X paper, and also it took about 3 hours to write. So it was written actually at 9 o'clock until 12 o'clock. So on this video though, we're gonna focus only on question 3. I've already made videos on question 1 and question 2. You can go to the description and click on the link of those playlists which contain those questions, and also it will pop up on the top right of this video. Click on it as well to watch question 1 and question 2 of this question paper. So before I start though, I just like to say thank you very much guys for watching, subscribing to the channel, commenting, and not forgetting those who like and share the videos. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, and then don't forget to share these videos to your friends as well. So guys, before I waste any time, I would like to say I will leave also the time stamps for each and every question. If you want to watch a specific question, you just click to that time stamps. Alright guys, so let's look at question 3 and let's see how can we solve this question. Alright, so as you can see, this is our question 3. So question 3 actually consists of question 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, 3.4, and 3.5. So I'm going to start by doing question 3.1 here, and then I'm just going to copy this question and then paste it somewhere where there's space, and then we solve it. Alright guys, so this is our 3.1. As you can see, 3.1, they want us to solve for alpha. If we are given 2 sine alpha multiplied by tan alpha minus tan alpha plus sine alpha, this is equaling to 1. But then we are also given a limit here which states that alpha is greater or equaling to negative 90 but less than or equaling to 90. So this limit basically means that whatever we are calculating should be within 90 and negative 90. So if you know that 90 is here, 0 is there, and negative 90 is there. So basically what are they saying here is that our angle or whatever the calculations must happen here on the first quadrant and the fourth quadrant. As for the second quadrant and the third quadrant, they are out. So I hope you guys understand this, because when you go this way, we're gonna have positive 90 from 0, and when you go that way, we are heading towards negative 90. So as you can see, these are 2 quadrants. We have the first and the fourth quadrant. Now, when I look at this expression here, first of all, I will have to take this 2 sine alpha to the right hand side in order for me to solve this. So let's solve this problem here. So I'm just going to rewrite 2 sine alpha multiplied by tan alpha minus tan alpha. Now we're going to take this 2 sine alpha to the right hand side. So obviously it's positive, it's going to become negative 2 sine alpha. Right, so when I look at our left hand side here, we have common factors, which is tan alpha on both terms. So if we take out tan alpha, we're going to left 2 sine alpha and then minus 1. There we go, and this is equal to 1 minus 2 sine alpha. Right, so when I look at this bracket here, we have 2 sine alpha minus 1. On the right hand side, we also have 1, but this time around is positive, and 2 sine alpha is negative. So we need to manipulate whether the left hand side or the right hand side. So the best way of doing this is just to multiply one side with negative 1. So I will multiply the right hand side with negative 1. So if I continue right, tan alpha multiplied by 2 sine alpha minus 1, and I decide to take out the negative 1 on the right hand side, we'll be having 2 sine alpha minus 1. There we go. So if you take out the negative here, meaning this side here is gonna change now to look like that. I hope you guys can able to see that. So as you can see, if it's like this kind of look alike. Now we can able to solve this problem. Now we can divide by 2 sine alpha minus 1. So we can divide by 2 sine alpha minus 1 both sides. So let's do it. 2 sine alpha minus 1. So obviously this and that, they're going to give you 1. You'll be left with tan alpha. While this and that, they're going to give you 1 multiplied by this negative here, you're going to get with negative 1. Now from here, guys, from here, this tells us that wherever we are calculating alpha, the angle must give us negative 1. So meaning that tan is supposed to be negative. So when we go back to our cast diagram here, as you can see, we have to work with the first quadrant and the fourth quadrant. Right. Now, what you need to know is that tan is only negative on our fourth quadrant. So whatever the angle that we must get here, which is alpha, should be only on the fourth quadrant. Now let's continue and let's do it. So first of all, you just need to find the angle. So get rid of this negative here because we just need to find the reference angle. So if you say alpha is equal to tan 1, so alpha is gonna be 45. So this here, guys, is our reference angle, right? So since this is our reference angle, now when you go back to the cast diagram here, we look at our angle. Where exactly is this gonna be? So we have positive and minus 45. So but the correct answer here, alpha, is gonna be negative 45 degrees. When we substitute tan negative 45, we want to have negative 1. So guys, this means that this negative 45 as alpha is our answer. I hope you guys managed to understand. If it's so happening that you didn't understand, you can leave a comment asking a question. I'll try to answer you to my level best. And also guys, you can click on the point whereby you got lost and rewatch the video again. Right, guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to share the videos to your friends. Alright guys, so we are done with 3.1. How about we do 3.2? Alright guys, let's look at 3.2. As you can see, 3.2, they want us to simplify the following expression that you see here. So I'm just going to copy this question and paste it somewhere where there is a space. Alright, let's look at 3.2 and let's simplify this expression that you see here. As you can see, the numerator here, guys, it is double angle identity. So this double angle identity, guys, I've made videos on it. So if you want to know about these double angle identities, you can go to the description, and also there will be a icon that will pop up on our top right that shows how we get to those double angle identity. So we need to change this cos 2p into its double angle identity. So we rather change it into cos squared p minus sine squared p. Like I said, this is a double angle identity. Go to the description and watch the videos on double angle identities. Alright, so we continue, we write our cos p minus sine p. Right, now as you can see, the one on the numerator here, guys, is the difference of two squares. So what you can do here, you can say cos p plus sine p multiplied by cos p minus sine p. All this is divided by cos p minus sine p. Right, so this cos p minus sine, it will divide with this cos p minus sine p, and then we only cos p plus sine p. Right, this is simplified, guys. There's no any other way to continue from here. So basically this was just 3 marks. All right, so this is how you do it, guys. So guys, if it so happened that you managed to understand this, don't forget to like the video and share the video to your friend. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel as well. Now if you didn't understand, you can go back to the point where you got lost and rewatch the video. But if it so happened that you can't understand either way, you can also leave a comment asking a question, and I'll try to answer you to my level best. Alright guys, now we are done with 3.2. How about we do 3.3? Alright guys, we are back with 3.3. Now let's look at this question here. So we're going to do this question here. So I'm just gonna copy this question, and then we're gonna explain what is it that they want, and we're gonna do it where there is a space. Alright guys, let's look at 3.3. As you can see, 3.3 here, we are given the statement that you see here. They say if sine alpha is equaling to 4 over 5, and then sine beta is equaling to 5 over 30, calculate without a calculator the value of sine alpha minus beta. And they also mentioned that alpha and beta are both acute angles. Basically, it means that they are less than 90 degrees but greater than 0. So here guys, we have two triangles, one that has alpha and the other one that has beta. So the best way of doing this is to draw those triangles. So let's start with the first one, which is gonna have our alpha. So let's do this one here. So this one has alpha. So we can say, since we know that sine is y over radius or r, so we can say for this one with alpha, we know that our y is gonna be 4. So we can say y is equal to 4, and our radius here is gonna be 5. Right, so it's time for us to find x. So how we're gonna find x? We're gonna use Pythagoras theorem, or theorem of Pythagoras. Right. So we are looking for x, so we're just gonna make x subject of the formula. So we can just say r squared minus y squared, right? And then we just substitute there, guys. We just substitute. What is our r squared? It's gonna be 5 squared minus our y squared, which is 4 squared. So our x is gonna be equaling to 3. So we just gonna put the 3 there. So that's it, guys. Then we move to the next one, the next triangle. Let's do it. So this one here is the triangle with beta. So let's try to be quick about it. So if we put beta here, as you can see, our y here is equaling to 5, right? And then our radius here, or our hypotenuse, is going to be 13. Alright, so if we continue here, what are we going to have here? We're going to do the very same thing that we did here. We're going to use Pythagoras theorem. Then we make x the subject of the formula. Then we substitute there. Right, we'll do it. So what is our r squared here? Our r squared is going to be 13 squared minus, what is our y squared? 5 squared. Now if you put this on your calculator, the answer must be 12. Our x is going to be 12. So we have these two triangles. Now we can able to solve this without using a calculator. Really, this is not difficult. So all you have to do here is, you know that sine alpha minus beta, this is actually a compound angles. I've made videos on compound angles, guys. Just in case you don't know much about compound angles, go to the description. You'll find a link where I explain these compound angles. And also, that video will pop up on the top right of this screen here. So you know that when it's like this, the compound angle for sine, you need to expand it. So it's going to be sine alpha multiplied by cos beta, right? Minus, so you keep the sign in the middle, but this time around it's going to be sine beta multiplied by cos alpha. So from here, what do? You just substitute here. So what is your sine alpha? So sine alpha already is given to us within the statement. So we know that sine alpha is going to be 4 over 5 divide. So what is our cos beta? So we must look at this triangle here. So when you look at this triangle, we know that cos is going to be 12 over 13, then minus, and then we look at the sine beta. What is our sine beta? Also sine beta is given to us on our statement, so we just substitute that 5 over 13. And then what is our cos alpha? So our cos alpha, we have to look at this triangle here in order for us to find our cos alpha. So cos alpha is going to be 3 over 5, which is going to be x over r. So from here, you just multiply this. So when you multiply this, you're going to have 48 over 65 minus, here this is going to be 3 over 13. There we go. So from here, guys, you continue, get your answer, which is going to be 33 over 65. So this is how you do this one, guys. Really, it was not that difficult. All you needed to do is to know how to do this triangle, and then after doing these triangles, you must be able to expand this compound angle, the sine compound angle, and then you substitute these ones here. So I hope you managed to get this one, guys. If really this video helped you to understand this type of a question, don't forget to like, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and also share these videos to your friend. If it so happened that you got confused somewhere in this video, go back to the point where you got confused and rewatch it again. And if that doesn't help, you can also leave a comment in the comment section and ask a question. I hope I will be able to answer you to my level best. Alright guys, now that we are done with the 3.3, how about we do 3.4? Alright guys, let's look at 3.4. So this is 3.4 on this question. So we're gonna copy this question here and paste it where there's space, and let's do this problem. Okay, now on this question here, which is 3.4, they want us to express this here cos 2x in terms of sine only. Now guys, basically here they want you guys to do the double angle. In fact, they want you to derive it in terms of sine. So really this is not that difficult, guys. So all you have to do is you remember that cos 2x is equal to cos squared x minus sine squared x. Right, so from here now it's time for you to change this cos squared x. If you still remember the square identity, we have cos squared x plus sine squared x. This is equal to 1. Now if we make cos substitute formula here, we know that cos squared x is gonna give you 1 minus sine squared x. So all you have to do here is you take this and you substitute with that. So let's go. Wherever there is cos squared x, we're just gonna substitute with 1 minus sine squared x. But don't forget, this is also minus sine squared x. So basically our answer here is gonna be 1 minus 2 sine squared x. Guys, this is what they wanted you to do here, guys. So this is actually the double angle identity. You can go to the description. You will be able to see how I derive both for sine and cos as well. So that icon is going to pop up on your top of this video. So go and click on that icon as well to watch this type of derivative. Alright guys, if this helped you to understand, don't forget to like, and also don't forget to share this video to your friends. If this one happened that you didn't understand, you can go back to the point where you did not understand, and also you can leave a comment and I'll try to explain to my level best. Alright guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Alright, let's do the last question, which is a 3.5. Alright guys, let's look at the last question, which is 3.5. So here is 3.5 underneath here. So they want us to simplify this here. So I'm just going to copy this question and then paste it where there is space so we can be able to solve this problem. Right, so let's simplify this one here. As you can see, we have a numerator which is having 2 brackets. So we need to multiply to get rid of those brackets, and the denominator which has only 10. So let's do that. So if we say sec x multiplied by sec x, we're gonna be having sec squared x, and then we say sec x multiplied by tan, this is gonna be plus sec x multiplied by tan x. Right, then we come to negative tan x multiplied by sec x. We're gonna have negative sec x multiplied by tan x. Then we say negative tan x multiplied by tan x. We're gonna have negative tan squared x divide by, so this is all divided by tan x. Right, do not forget guys, when it's like this, it means that we do have the like terms. So if you look at the numerator, we have sec x tan x minus sec x tan x. So these two, they're gonna subtract each other. So on the numerator here, we're gonna be left with sec squared x minus tan squared x divided by tan x. But when I look at this sec squared x, this is actually the square identity. There is this identity where we say sec squared x is equal to 1 plus tan squared x. Right, so we can substitute this sec squared x with 1 plus tan squared x. So let's do it. 1 plus tan squared x, then we minus by the tan squared x here divided by tan x. So when you look at the numerator, we have tan squared x minus tan squared x. So we only left with 1 over tan x. So what is 1 over tan? The answer is going to be what? X. Just in case you don't remember this, this is actually the inverses. So the inverse of cot is tan. The inverse of tan is cot. So 1 over tan is equal to cot x. You can go to the description. You will see a video where I explain this inverses here, and also the icon will pop up of this video. Alright guys, this was the last question on question 3. I hope you managed to understand this because it was not really difficult. All you needed to do is to know how to simplify, multiply, and also the identities. Alright, if it so happened that this video will help you to understand this, do not forget to like, and also do not forget to share the video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. And also guys, if it happens that you didn't understand, you can go to the point where you got lost and watch the video, or you can leave a comment asking the question that you would like to know about this question here. Alright guys, so at the end of this video, there will be a playlist of this question paper that shows question 1, question 2, and this question 3, and so on, question 4 and question 5. Alright guys, so this is the end of question 3. So the next video will be doing question 4. Thank you very much guys for watching. Till next time, cheers.